everyone, and welcome to my freak show. Let's review Black Mirror Season 7, Episode 2, titled Bête Noire. And spoiler warning, of course, if you guys haven't watched this episode. Now imagine biting into a chocolate bar and accidentally triggering a multi-universe war with your high school bully. No? Well, buckle up, buttercups, because today we're diving into that episode. The one where gaslighting goes gourmet, almond milk becomes a weapon, and revenge is best served with a side of miso. So welcome back to the channel where chaos is currency and we respect women who weaponizes reality itself. If you love petty drama, alternate timelines, and a woman who goes from fired to queen of the universe, then honey, whew, this episode is the one for you. The episode kicks off with a woman swan diving off of a building. Very much not a metaphor here, but don't expect Maria to notice because she's too busy feeding her boyfriend a bite of her chocolate bar like it's foreplay. Also, shout out to the boyfriend's hat, Bernie's logo, front and center in the camera because apparently product placement doesn't take a day off. Now it's Monday. Welcome to Misogate. It's taste test day at the office and Maria's new miso infused chocolate bars are bombing harder than a middle school talent show. Everyone hates them, except for Verity Greene, a peppy former classmate with a suspiciously supportive vibe. And after some peer pressure and possible enchantment, the team miraculously loves the bars on the second try. And afterwards, Maria runs into Verity in the bathroom, because all plot twists happen in the bathrooms, and Verity casually drops that she's applying for the job at the company, which is news to Maria. She didn't think there was a job opening. But later, Maria tells her boyfriend about Verity. And apparently, back in high school, Verity was accused of giving a teacher a manual thesis defense, which earned her the nickname Milkmaid. So AHS shout out there. But yes, really, high school was that savage. It's Tuesday. Verity gets the job, obviously. Guess who nailed the interview with the grace of a vengeful prom queen? That's right, guys, Verity. She's hired. Maria is thrilled in a way that a cat is thrilled to meet a rabid dog. It's Wednesday. It's time for chicken, lies, and gaslight. Maria has to train Verity, which is already a slow descent into passive-progressive purgatory. But during a break, the coworkers start reminiscing about their favorite fried chicken place, Barney's. But Maria is adamant it's called Bernie's. She even points out that her boyfriend used to work there. And we know that he did because we saw the hat on Monday as proof. Now, cue a Google search. Drum roll it, please, because it's Barney's chicken. Maria basically makes an ass out of herself at work, insisting that it was Bernie's, not Barney's. Maria goes home and confronts her boyfriend, and yep, he confirms it was Barney's and not Bernie's. Now, Maria's whole universe tilts. She texts her old friend Natalie, clearly needing someone to back her up in this unraveling reality. But those of us who actually paid attention knew that it was actually called Bernie's. We saw the hat. We saw the shirt. We knew it was Bernie's. We are going along with being gaslit with Maria. And I have to say, this is mostly what I enjoyed about the episode. Thursday, the meat jello incident. The company's big boss has arrived to sample Maria's creations. Plot twist though, the boss gets served a meat-based jello. You heard that right, meat-based, which violates his religious beliefs. Maria immediately throws Verity under the bus like it's a full-time job, claiming that she told her exactly what to buy. And we remember the scene. Maria did tell Verity exactly what to buy. But then the receipts show up. The boss literally checks the emails. And it turns out that Maria sent the wrong ingredients to Verity. Now, to make matters worse, Maria learns that Natalie, the friend she texted, was the jumper from Monday that we heard at the beginning of the episode. Cue existential scream. Now, Friday has to be my favorite day because this is milk, madness, and manipulation. Maria misses the morning meeting thanks to Verity. And Verity gives this heartfelt story about the teaching rumor, about her inflegrant, whatever it is, being with her teacher. She claimed he was just a good man who believed in her and wasn't a bad person. And Verity all of a sudden takes out the almond milk from the fridge and drinks it, never breaking eye contact with Maria. I mean, intimidation, but make it dairy. That had to be my favorite scene. Now, the office crew then returns, and the young woman whose almond milk that belonged to wants to know once and for all who was drinking her damn milk. But Verity says Maria drank the milk. But Maria's like, no, I'm allergic to nuts. It wasn't me. It was Verity. And they decide to check the security footage. And the security footage even shows Maria drinking the almond milk, which we know did not happen. And Maria is swearing she is allergic to nuts. Instead of saying she has a nut allergy, it's coming out that she has a nutagy. Or anyway, nobody's understanding her. I just really enjoyed this scene because everything really came up to a head. Poor Maria. She's a gaslit, gate-kept almond milk girl boss. And that's when Maria spots Verity's pendant and realizes it's not just bling. It's literally doing something to change things. Maria attacks Verity in the office and gets fired. But Maria ain't done here. She follows Verity home like it's unsolved mysteries. And she breaks into her literal mansion. Verity got a mansion. Now, inside, there's a huge supercomputer, and when Maria goes upstairs, she sees that there are more than one pendant that Verity wears. And, of course, Verity is in there taking a shower, and surprise, she knows Maria is there, and we get the big exposition. The pendant that Verity wears lets her reshape the world, and the computer downstairs does the heavy lifting. Oh, and Verity knows Maria started the milkmaid rumor back in high school. So, yeah, before Verity, made Natalie throw herself off that building, Natalie confessed that it was Maria who started the milkmaid rumor. So this revenge arc has been slow cooked for years. And Maria suggests that Verity, just let everything go and use the pendant to help herself heal and grow. And Verity's like, yeah, been there, rewrote that, still dead inside. Revenge is the only thing that's ever worked for her, and it's the only thing that ever made her feel complete. So Verity uses the pendant to call the cops, making Maria appear to be holding a knife, and boom, Maria is being arrested. But, plot twist here, Maria grabs the cop's gun and shoots Verity. Yes, we are now at full Shakespearean tragedy with a tech upgrade here. But before the cops can react, Maria grabs the pendant, rewrites reality, and upgrades herself to the queen of the universe. Because why just, clear your name when you can rewrite the stars? Now, the ending scene fades to black as Maria smiles. Somewhere in 1,000 parallel timelines, someone just whispered, "Long live the queen." So let's recap. Maria lost her job, got framed, discovered her frenemy was a dimension-hopping chaos goddess, and still managed to walk away as the literal ruler of existence. That's what we call a plot glow-up. Now, remember, y'all, never trust almond milk. Always double-check your boyfriend's chicken hat. And if your high school rumor mill comes back to bite you, make sure you're holding the remote control to reality. And if you loved this mess as much as I did, smash that like button harder than Verity smashed the laws of physics. In my opinion, I'm going to rate this episode an 8.5. I think it highly deserves it. It might have been a little slow burny at the beginning, but it definitely paid off on that Friday episode. And this was the kind of episode that I enjoyed to sit back and watch the little things that the show was trying to gaslight us on. And again, it was like we took the same journey with Maria. It was like we were being gaslit with her. I enjoyed being in her shoes. And then I enjoyed finding out the twist that she was the real bully, which I assumed in the first place. I mean, Verity wasn't obviously there to ruin her life for no reason. I mean, she obviously tortured this poor girl and made her life hell. So there's a lot of us who can relate to that. I know Blaze can. I know I can. I understand why a lot of people would not have been able to get over it, why they would still be salty, why they would still want to be petty. I absolutely get that. 100%. So I definitely enjoyed this video as a, like, what could I have done to get revenge against those horrible bitches and dickheads, you know, that bullied me in elementary, high school, and middle school. Because it wasn't just girls, it was boys too. Anyway, definitely give this episode an 8.5. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely wasn't the best in the season, but Bête Noire had me clinging on, and I, again, enjoyed the ride. What did you guys think of this episode? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and let me know your rating. And as usual, we will be covering Black Mirror every Sunday in live chats. So come over to my channel Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This, I think we're on now episode 3. We're going to talk about the episode 3 this coming Sunday. So come join us for that. Love you all so much. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, please subscribe. Please, if you can't support the channel, become a patron or a channel member or leave a thank you. I really appreciate all of you so much for your support. Thank you again all for watching, and beware of our girl, Sexy Scathitch, watching you from the Black Mirror.
Beware of Sexy Scathitch.